New at 4, we're now learning the name and seeing new images of a woman who was found beheaded in Waller County. Police say James Dicus is now charged with murder after Anggy Diaz was found decapitated in their home.
This video is so pathetic. Satan got y'all. Y'all are allowing Satan to come in with these brief thoughts in your brain to take it upon yourself to take someone else's life without even thinking twice about it. You're 21 years old. You just married this young lady in October, and 3 months later you kill her in the most gruesome and horrific fashion ever by decapitating her body. The officer said they had to run around the property gathering her body pieces to make sure that they had everything. How sad and pathetic is that? What is wrong with this world? Are y'all on some type of drugs that's manufactured that got you just crazy as hell? Is it marijuana that's laced with something? What is it other than just pure evil? Pure evil. That's the only thing I can come up with. Everybody want to blame mental health. Mental health may be an issue for some of these people. But for some of these people, they're just evil as hell. They were put here on this earth to do exactly what they're doing, to be soldiers for Satan. And you young people, and people in general, you're so blinded by whatever thoughts that's going on in your brain that you don't even think twice about it. This is horrific. This is very sad. Here goes the rest of the story. Y'all need to put a protection around you. In all of my videos, I'm going to just put at the end, you need to find whatever God you believe in and ask for a layer or a wedge of protection around you. Because those people that are in your life that claim that they love you so much, they're the ones that's killing. It's not strangers. It's family members and loved ones and friends, and it's that. Y'all better stop and get yourself together. This is terrible. Here goes the rest of the story. Do better with your crazy asses. Welcome to Straddled Events. On this channel, we bring you the truth. Sometimes the truth is quite ugly, unbearable, and you just don't want to deal with it. But on this channel, you're going to get it anyway. You are straddled the fence of good versus evil, right versus wrong. And on this channel, we're going to tell you to do better. Please like, dislike, subscribe, and share the videos. Now let's go.
So tonight we're learning more about James Dicus. He's the man accused of decapitating his wife. The two had only been married a few months.
He was out on bond when the gruesome murder allegedly happened. Matt Doherty has been following this story since the beginning and is back in Waller County tonight for us. Matt?
Jared Dicus is on suicide watch here at the jail tonight. Meanwhile, his wife's family wants her body returned and buried in Nicaragua. Visitors consoled each other at the growing memorial for Anggy Diaz this evening outside of the meat market where she'd worked for the last 3 years until Wednesday. The 21-year-old was allegedly killed that day by her newlywed husband, Jared Dicus, who the Waller County Sheriff says decapitated his wife with a kitchen knife at the couple's home. Diaz's mother says she's extremely hurt after learning the horrific details of her daughter's death. The Waller County Sheriff says the time of Diaz's death is still under investigation. Yesterday, KHOU 11 obtained surveillance video of the suspect stealing a beer from the meat market where his wife worked on the day of her murder. The sheriff says it isn't clear if Dicus went to the business before or after his wife was killed.
Esto es lo más horrible que puede suceder para una mamá.
Anggy Diaz says this is the worst thing that could happen to a mother. Tonight, we're learning that when the murder allegedly occurred, Jared Dicus was already on bond. 2 months ago, Dicus was arrested and charged with driving while intoxicated in Montgomery County. According to court documents, a Magnolia police officer was dispatched to a Whataburger at about 2 o'clock in the morning for a disturbance. The employees of the Whataburger called 911 after they say Dicus became aggressive. Employees told police Dicus was in the drive-thru and wanted to use Apple Pay for his food order. The officer writes that Dicus argued with the employees about the payment, then tried to go inside the restaurant. The officer writes, quote, "He was so belligerent that they locked him out." According to the officer, there was a bottle of Bud Light in the console of Dicus's car that was 3/4 full and still cold. The officer writes that Dicus admitted to taking painkillers but could not give the name. After that, he was taken into custody and later released on a $1,000 bond. Back near her home, a second memorial site has been created outside of the home of Diaz's aunt. In the center is Anggy Diaz's bike, which she would ride each day from her house to the meat market where she worked. A vigil will be held at the memorial site tomorrow evening. In Waller County, I'm Matt Doherty, KHOU 11 News.
Video from the same day, investigators say a man killed and decapitated his wife inside their home.
It shows the husband, Jared Dicus, visiting his wife's workplace. Tonight, friends of 21-year-old Anggy Diaz met at a memorial for her. Our Matt Doherty was there tonight. Matt?
There were lots of tears from friends and coworkers here tonight who say they just can't believe what happened. The friends of 21-year-old Anggy Diaz gathered at the Waller County Meat Market tonight, where she'd worked for the last 3 years. It's the place where her boss says the young woman from Nicaragua learned to speak English, where she earned and saved money to send back home to her mother in Central America who has cancer. And it's also the place where she met her future husband, 21-year-old Jared Dicus.
Estaba feliz, muy feliz ella.
She was happy, very happy with her husband, said her boss tonight, but there were days when she was different. She was tired, but I wasn't sure if she was tired because of her job or because of her relationship. Coworker Ruth Almendarez said she'd seen Diaz with a sad face and thought that something wasn't good. The Waller County Sheriff's Office says Dicus killed his new wife yesterday morning. Surveillance video from the Chepe's meat market where Diaz worked shows Dicus pull up in the parking lot at around 11:40 in the morning. He walks into the store and heads to the refrigerators in the back. He grabs a beer and then he leaves. In the parking lot, he opens the beer, takes a sip, and then he drives away.
Residence that was covered in blood. It's a gruesome scene. At
about 4 o'clock yesterday, the sheriff says deputies responded to the small home where the newlyweds lived. Dicus's father, who lives in the larger home on the property, called authorities when he found the body of Anggy Diaz, which was missing her head. The sheriff says Dicus confessed to killing his wife, stabbing and partially dismembering her with a kitchen knife. On Sunday, Dicus was transported to a hospital from the home and was later released. The sheriff has not shared a possible motive or any explanation from Dicus as to why he said he killed his wife. In Waller County, I'm Matt Doherty, KHOU 11 News.